keep your eyes down. There's some sort of bear over there, probably selling something. Good evening. No, thank you.
Hello, my name's The Bad Habits, aka TBH. And today I'm here to review Paddington 1. Yeah, this is a first time viewing for me, so this was a interesting watch. For this review, I kind of feel like I need a hat. Here we go. Let's do a reading of the premise here. The film tells the story of Paddington, an anthropomorphic bear who migrates from the jungles of darkest Peru to the streets of London, where he is adopted by the Brown family. Meanwhile, a sinister taxidermist attempts to add him to her collection. Okay, yeah, that's the film in a nutshell right there. Right here is a scene where Paddington survives an earthquake that destroys his home, which really kickstarts the events of the movie. And because of that, he is sent to London, hence where we read it in the synopsis. Now, for this channel, we do a lot of different movies. We do gaming, shorts as well, and some videos here and there, but mainly about movies. This one felt really ideal for holidays. I thought it would be really nice to bring something light, whimsical, and full of wonder to the channel, especially after October, where we went through a million horror movies. I mean, I did a full ranking of all the Nightmare on Elm Streets. We did a bunch of others, so yeah, this felt appropriate after all of that. For this section, I'm just gonna go through the cons because if I'm being honest with you, I had pretty much a good time with this movie. There's not a lot of cons, so let's just knock them out real quickly. Before we even do that, actually, see the movie. I don't want to completely ruin it for you, so some things I will omit. But this is a spoiler review. If you have not seen it, check it out. I bought it for cheap on eBay, both copies, super cheap. I paid like 12 bucks for both, and that was with shipping. But out of context, here's my cons right here. Early on in the film, I mentioned that Paddington's home is destroyed by an earthquake. So I guess my first con would be, if you live in a place where you anticipate earthquakes, maybe don't have your stash in glass jars stacked on top of each other. One thing I found funny about this movie, homie set sail for London with essentially 15 bricks, okay? Don't get high off your own supply, Paddington. Also, there's this cute moment where Paddington, being a fish out of water in London, he essentially destroys the house Beethoven style. There's one point specifically when he fills the bathroom up with water. It's a whimsical movie about a talking bear. I get it. But let me say something. The Browns, they must have some tightly sealed cracks in their household, because you ain't gonna be able to fill up a bathroom, ain't none gonna be leaking out on the floor, through the doors, none of that shit. Come on now. I thought the little girl, the little sister character, she was fake. She only accepted Paddington when he was hailed as a hero. Before that, she was too embarrassed to be even seen or recognized by him. So be careful, y'all. When you make it big, I'm not talking to my future self, or maybe I am, whatever. When you make it big, be careful. Motherfuckers will jump ship either way, whether you make it or you fail. So, be prepared. Probably my biggest con of this movie, if I'm being honest, it's Millicent, played by Nicole Kidman. This actually reminded me of a movie that came out this year, Oppenheimer. In that movie, Emily Blunt plays the wife of Oppenheimer, and they don't really give her a lot to do. And when you hire good talent like that, you should probably utilize it. This movie is, I believe, 95 minutes, somewhere around there. If I'm being honest, and I don't want to sound like a young in here who can't pay attention for more than 2 hours, this actually kind of felt like 2 hours. Maybe it's just because there's a lot going on, and I also don't typically watch this type of movie, so I'm a little out of my element, to be fair, but I thought it would be a breeze, and I felt it. Next con, there's one point where the Brown family is stuck, and luckily for everyone, the fucking kid, the son character, has his dad's chemistry set on him. And okay, I don't want to forgive that one. I don't want to forgive that one. I'm sorry, Paddington. I love you. This was a great adventure. This was a great time, but I don't want to forgive the goddamn chemistry set. So, boom, that is held against you. I found it funny that at the final confrontation, it is revealed that she's been doing all this shit in fucking heels. Ugh, it's just not practical. I would complain, but this is a movie about a talking bear that everyone just accepts as is, so. And that's it. Now, for the rest of this video, we can just get into the pros and kind of fanboy out. We're finally here at the pros. Let's get into them bitches right now. I love the opening of this film. It opens with a old school cranked camera style film about an explorer discovering darkest Peru and of course the Paddington family and clan, whatever you want to call them. It was really fun, really cute. Pulled me in right away, so bravo. This film came out in 2014 if I'm not mistaken, and the effects really hold up. It's honestly, for me at least, it's just fake enough and also just realistic enough to where it's not throwing me off. I thought that it was done really well. The animation for all the speaking, yeah, I'm here for it. One of the most unexpected laughs I got from this movie was fairly early on when Paddington reveals that his real name is...
What's your name? Do bears even have names?
Of course we do. My name is...
Beg your pardon?
Makes perfect sense. I didn't even think of that. One thing you'll realize also in the early on bits of the movie is the set. It's very vibrant and beautiful. That's why I really want to keep stirring around this word whimsical. It's something out of a dream, you know, it's out of a child's playbook. There's a visual motif throughout the movie actually. When we first walk into the Browns' home, it's full of color and everything sort of pops and stands out. And you know, once we reach the eventual sad moment of the film, where our main character sort of breaks off from the pack, everything's muted a bit. It kind of looks like Captain America Civil War, where they sort of dyed down the colors a little bit. I don't know why I'm using those comparisons, superhero film versus this, but it's where we're at, baby. I would comment about the sad scene taking place in the rain, but I think that's just London, so yeah, I'll let that one go.
Welcome to jolly old London.
It's hideous.
Yeah, it's not for everybody.
To blend in, Paddington sort of portrays a janitor. I would like to know what happened to the janitor. I'm assuming he didn't kill him. Now there's a character who's the neighbor of the Browns, played by one of the many Doctor Who's. I can never remember all the names. At one point, he's of course smitten by Millicent. You know, I can't say I blame him, but he offers her meat paste sandwiches with pickles. Gotta say, man, we need to work on your bedside manner. That's not gonna get you very far if you're trying to get out there in the dating world. And frankly, you're not the youngest guy around, so you should probably get a move on this. Meat paste sandwiches? Please tell me if I'm wrong in the comments. To me, that sounds like some shit I used to get as a kid. We called it potted meat, and it was just like a smear. And I would put that on white bread with nothing on it. And for some reason, I used to love that shit. But yeah, that's a struggle food I do not want to go back to. You can take the pickles though. I like pickles. I love that I don't believe she's the grandma, if I'm not mistaken, but she's a older lady character who's sort of the grandma of the family. She distracts a guard by drinking a fucking bottle or two with him. Not how I thought it would go down, honestly. I was thinking maybe because very recently I watched Blue Beetle, where the grandma's like this former revolutionary, and I think I was expecting some of that shit to go down. Luckily, they don't go that route. They go a little more realistic, where she's like, look, I'm gonna sit down, keep this motherfucker busy, y'all do y'all thing. And I'm just gonna get drunk also, but I was gonna do that anyways. At the very end, when all is fixed, of course, and all is well in the world, Sally Hawkins, the mother character of the Brown family, she is introduced to the daughter's male friend, you know, possible love interest down the line. I don't know, but it's really adorable the way she kind of just has her meltdown while interacting with the kid, does everything she wasn't supposed to do. I also really ended up liking the song that plays over the credits. I believe it was Shine by Gwen Stefani and Pharrell. It's enough for me to say, yeah, I'm gonna download this. This could be a holiday favorite down the line, who knows? This was at a time also, don't forget, this is 2014 when this movie came out. This is only like a year after Pharrell released Happy for Despicable Me or The Minions, whichever movie that was. So Pharrell was in his bag at the time.
Oh, look, Henry, it's perfect.
You want to call him Ketchup?
The third act felt a little longer than the other two parts of the movie, but I love the locations. This is a really well done film. Millicent had me laughing when she finally reveals her sinister plan to Paddington. The way she delivers it, I'm gonna stuff you, bear. Oh, okay, that kind of broke me. It's hilarious, but that's really fucked up, especially when they like do a little flash and Paddington sees himself on the fucking branch. That's pretty dark for this family movie. It kind of reminded me of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish.
I'm going to stuff you, Bear.
Maybe, just maybe, once I'm done watching Paddington 2, maybe I'll know for sure where I fit on this movie. But either way, it's a high recommendation. I say stream it or add it to the collection. It's somewhere there. Other than that, y'all, thank you so much for joining me. My name's TBH, otherwise known as The Bad Habits, and I'm gonna go. This has been fun. Deuces, y'all.